Hello and welcome to this video on the dark and twisted tale of Ross Ulbricht and the Silk Road. Before we dive into the story, let's set the scene. It's the late 2000s and the internet is becoming a wild west of sorts. People are starting to realize that they can buy and sell just about anything online, and the dark web is starting to gain traction as a place where you can find anything, no matter how illegal or illicit. Enter Ross Ulbricht, a young man with a background in economics and a passion for libertarianism. Ulbricht saw the dark web as a way to create a free market where people could buy and sell whatever they wanted without interference from the government. And so, in 2011, Ulbricht created the Silk Road, a dark web platform that allowed people to buy and sell illegal goods and services using the anonymity provided by the internet. Ulbricht operated the Silk Road under the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts, a reference to a character from the novel The Princess Bride. The Silk Road was only accessible through the Tor network, which is a network of servers that allows users to browse the internet anonymously. This made it difficult for law enforcement to track down the people using the Silk Road, and it also made it easier for Ulbricht to evade detection. The Silk Road was a cash-only platform, which meant that users had to use Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies to make purchases. This further added to the anonymity of the platform, as Bitcoin transactions are difficult to trace. At first, the Silk Road was a success. It generated millions of dollars in sales and attracted thousands of users who flocked to the platform to buy drugs, stolen credit card numbers, and all sorts of other illegal goods and services. But as the Silk Road grew, so did the attention it was getting from law enforcement. In 2013, the FBI arrested Ulbricht and charged him with several crimes, including money laundering, drug trafficking, and conspiracy to commit murder for hire. At his trial, Ulbricht's defense argued that he had created the Silk Road as an experiment in economic freedom, and that he had quickly lost control of the platform to more nefarious users. However, the prosecution argued that Ulbricht had actively participated in the illegal activities taking place on the Silk Road and had even hired hitmen to kill people who posed a threat to the platform. In the end, Ulbricht was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without parole. He is currently serving his sentence at the Federal Correctional Institution in Texas, where he spends his days reading and writing about economics and libertarianism. Since his arrest and conviction, Ulbricht has become something of a folk hero to some people who view him as a victim of overzealous law enforcement. Others see him as a mastermind who used the anonymity of the internet to facilitate illegal activity and enrich himself at the expense of others. The story of Ross Ulbricht and the Silk Road is a cautionary tale about the dangers of the dark web and the consequences of engaging in illegal activities online. It's a reminder that even on the internet, where anonymity is often possible, law enforcement can still track down and prosecute those who break the law. But it's also a story of a man who was driven by his convictions and his desire to create a free market, no matter the cost. Whether you view Ulbricht as a hero or a villain, there's no denying that he made a mark on the world with the Silk Road. Regardless of how you view Ulbricht, there's no denying that the Silk Road was a major milestone in the evolution of the dark web, and that Ulbricht's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of engaging in illegal activities online. Thanks for watching this video on the dark and twisted tale of Ross Ulbricht and the Silk Road.